Hi guys! So, today I'm gonna make a video about drugs and about the drugs that I've done. And I know that drugs aren't legal in the United States and in, other countries, but this is just me sharing my experience because I feel like I can help people. um, so here's why I started doing any drug. I consider weed to be a drug, mainly because it alters your perception of reality. For me, weed, when I first started taking, hits of weed and whatever, when I started smoking weed, um, literally I could not, understand what was going on. Like, I didn't know what was happening. And, time felt like it felt like it was, speeding up, and then it would, slow down. It was just so weird. I don't know. It was, the weirdest thing. But, that was only when I first started doing weed. I don't know. I feel weird, saying doing weed. I don't know. It's smoking weed, doing weed, whatever. I don't know. Susie, you're doing weed. We're doing weed. We're doing weed. Oh my god. But, yeah, we're doing weed. But I'm so sorry. I'm sick right now, and my brain is foggy. I think I have the coronavirus. But, because I was spitting up blood. But I'm not gonna talk about that. I still went to work. I shouldn't have. So, anyway, that's why my brain isn't working very well. But, so yeah, I was smoking weed, and I don't know, I just did that for a long time, and I think the reason why I did it was because I had a crush on this guy, and he texted me at 2 in the morning to see if I wanted to smoke some weed. And I was like, yeah, okay. I have a crush on this guy and he wants to hang out. So I guess I'll smoke weed with him. I've never done weed, and my heart was beating so fast when he was texting me because I was so scared. Because I've never done any drug. I've never really wanted to do weed. I've thought about it, but I didn't really actually want to do it. But I was scared a little bit because I didn't know what to expect. I knew nothing about weed, and I knew that it was illegal, and I knew that, it was a plant. So, but I did know enough about it. I did some research. So I knew it was pretty safe. So I said, okay, I guess I'll smoke some weed with you. So we were on my porch, and I took some hits of weed. Yeah, we're not talking about that. We're talking about why I decided to do those drugs. That was a gateway drug. I'm not gonna lie. They say it's a gateway drug, and I think it's true. I think it really is. Because I don't know, it makes you experience something that you never really knew was possible. Time speeding up and slowing down. So with the weed, I had white in my vision, on the sides of my vision, like a TV, sort of. And I didn't know what was going on. I was twitching. I was I don't know. It was weird. But, because I remember, I think it was just, my nerves, because it was my first time. I took, 3 hits. It wasn't, too many, but it was, very small hits, because, my lungs could not handle it. I never smoked cigarettes in my whole life, so it was just, it was a lot. So, what I did was I smoked the weed, and I was literally oh my god, what the fuck's going on? I was no fucking way. Why is there, white in my vision? Why am I feeling so weird? But I didn't really understand that I was high the whole time. I just was experiencing I don't know. It was really weird, but I didn't know it was possible to feel that way. And I didn't really like it. I'm not gonna lie, I didn't like it, but I kept doing it because he kept asking me, and I had a crush on this guy. So of course I was like, oh, sure, I'll smoke some more weed with you, even though it did nothing for me. So it was supposed to like alleviate anxiety, and I think it kind of helped slightly with that, but like not enough to make me want to do it again. But I still did it because I guess it was sort of peer pressure, but it was also just me liking somebody, and I wanted to spend time with them, and they wanted to smoke weed with me. So I was like, oh, okay, sure. So yeah, peer pressure, I guess, kind of happens, especially if you have a crush on somebody. I don't think if I wouldn't have had a crush on him that I would have done it. I don't think that's a thing. So that was the first drug I've ever done, other than alcohol, because alcohol is a drug. Alcohol I tried when I was 11. I tried my mom's wine coolers, but she did not know, and I was just like dancing all sexy. I felt good. I was like 11. And yeah, I was really smart because like I put water in the wine coolers because they were colored, but like you couldn't tell that there was like water in it. So like that's what I did. Like I drank half of one and then I put like water in it to make it look full. Like I don't know, I was a sneaky little bitch. But I'm sure she could tell by the like flavor maybe that it was like watery, but like, you know, whatever. Sorry, Mom. I was 11. I was ready to get drunk. But yeah, we're talking about that. And then I think after that, like me doing that for a long time, because I eventually started smoking weed every day. Not like after that. After that, I took a long break. Like at least a year and a half break of smoking weed, and then I started again with my friends, which was actually fun. The other ones, no, not so much, but me smoking weed with my friends in the park, that was so fun. I just love that. I remember that. Oh, I love you guys. Oh, that makes me emotional. Because I remember my friend Serena would like, she would become a pyro when she was high on weed. She'd like want to like get a lighter and like fucking catch leaves on fire. I was like, oh my god, Serena, you're a pyro. What's wrong with you? But yeah, so there's that. And then my friend Adriana, I don't know, we would all just like crack up laughing. We were all just so stupid. And like there was this thing where I would like smack my friend Serena's belly and she would just like go like I don't know, it was just so funny. Like I don't know. Cause she was like laying down on the bench table or whatever, and then in the park, and then I was like, and then she's like, ah! Like I think she was like the doughboy or whatever, the Pillsbury Doughboy, where he goes or something, you know, when you like do that. I don't know. I just thought it was really funny, and we had a lot of good memories there. But yeah. So there's that, and then I also met with my other friend Destiny there, and then that's where I met my first boyfriend, whose name was Renell. We were all smoking weed at the park. Yeah. So, because that was Destiny's best friend, and she, like, brought him along one day, and everyone thought he was cute, but, like, I was like, oh, he's just, like, a normal man. But then we ended up dating. I mean, it's not that I don't think he's cute, it's just, I don't know, I guess I wasn't, like, attracted to men as much. So, there's that. I think it was more of, like, his interests that I wasn't attracted to, like, his, like, video games and shit. Like, I don't care about that, like, I don't care. Like, not really. Like, maybe to an extent, but, like, not really. Like, I don't want to sit here and talk about that for an hour, you know? Maybe, like, 5 minutes, but that's it. Like, that's it. Sorry. But, yeah. So, after that, I became really depressed, and after we all stopped hanging out, I became really depressed, and, like, because I think it was after I was with Renell, I would, like, socially isolate myself. I think it was after me and him broke up. I would, like, socially isolate myself, and I was, like, so sad, and then I started popping pills because I was so depressed. Like, I was, popping pills. Like, I was just popping pills, so I was, like, you know? And I think that's when I had like kind of a problem because I would just like take my mom's pills and shit too sometimes. But like I told her, she was more worried than anything, I think, you know, because I never really did anything like that growing up. So she's just like, "What? What? Are you okay? Like, what? Why would you do that?" But so yeah, I was like, "Mom, I just want to feel something. Like, I want to feel alive, you know? Like, I just want to feel something." Because I guess I had a really bad time with derealization, which is where you feel like this life isn't real, like you're in a video game or like you're in a dream and it just doesn't feel real. I had a really hard time with that. Like, I really just wanted to feel real. That's all I wanted. And I just didn't. I just didn't feel real. I felt as if the world was make believe and I was just seeing through like a screen, which is my eyes, but you know, I wanted to feel something. Something new. Other than just this, whatever this is, I don't know. But that the popping pills is when my problem started sort of. And I don't any longer do that, but I think that's when I really started to want to actually do actual like bad, like not bad drugs, but like they were harder than weed. Okay, and pills, they can really affect you if you take the wrong pills. But I didn't, like, I took some that were prescribed to me because at that time I was like taking antidepressants. And like, I remember when I first started taking antidepressants, it would make me like have like these wavers at night where like you see like the tracers, you know, the little patterns and shit. That's part of why I took those, but I never really experienced that. Even if I took the whole bottle, I didn't really experience that. It just felt normal. And I was like, okay, well, that didn't do anything. Do these pills even work? I don't know. But but yeah. So one day I took pills and I smoked weed at the same time. And I think that was one of the first times that I ever did that because I was smoking a bunch of weed and I took a bunch of weird pills. Like, I don't know what pills I took. I think that's when I took my mom's pills, which she takes pain medicine. And pain medicines, weird. Yeah, and I think I took Xanax too. Like, I don't know what it was. I don't know what I took. I don't know what I took. Because I think I took some of Jeff's too, which is my stepdad's. Because they both have problems like with their health. So I was like, okay, well, I don't know. So that's when I hallucinated for, I think it was like for the first time, technically. Well, I guess it was technically the second time, but it felt like the first time because the first time was when I was like 14 when I started taking my antidepressants, but it was very mild. But this time when I smoked the weed and took the pills, it was really weird. And there was something inside of me that told me not to do it, but I did it. And that's when I saw this. Like, at first, I saw a waterfall. And then I was like, wait, I'm not supposed to be seeing a waterfall. And then, literally, after I thought that, I started getting scared. And then the waterfall turned into this red face made out of sand. And that's when I started getting scared because I didn't know that was possible. I didn't know a red sand face could come out of nowhere. It was really weird, and it looked like patterns you see in the Chladni plates. If you don't know what that is, look it up. It's like the Chladni plate experiment where they have like pieces of sand on a metal plate and they play different frequencies on it. And that's exactly what it looked like because the sand was bouncing around. And that was before I knew that that existed. So it's not like I saw it and then like my brain just re-engineered it. It was like something I found out after that, which scared me. But it's also very interesting because I think it was my brain at a certain frequency that made me have these hallucinations. So I call that one the paranoia frequency. Like, that's the name I coined a bitch. Like, you can't have it. I coined that, so just so you know, the paranoia frequency is a frequency of fear And that's when you start hallucinating, apparently. Like, that might be what is wrong with, like, schizophrenics. Like, they're at a different frequency. But anyway. So, that's what happened with that. And then, like, I started taking, like, DMT and stuff. Like, that was later. But, after that, like, that, not the fucking pills and the weed, that shit jumbled my thoughts. It was so scary. Like, and I felt like my heart was, like, beating out of my chest. Like, I don't know why the fuck I would ever want to do that ever again, but I don't think I did. I think I did once after, but it didn't do anything. But that was the only time. But it was so weird and freaky and scary. I think God was mad at me. I think that was the face of God I saw. Because I remember looking at it and going, oh shit, that's God. I said, oh God, that's God. I'm scared. God's mad at me. He's red. I was like, oh no. But yeah, I really do think that's God. So I saw the face of God. Yeah. So, yeah. Because I remember having this thought that said, don't take that last hit of weed. This is God speaking. And I still took it. I didn't listen. And then I saw the face of God. So yeah. And then after that, I kept popping pills and stuff for a little while. And then after that, I stopped. And then I started becoming super depressed, smoking weed all day again. And then eventually, the weed I was smoking started to make me hallucinate. So the weed, if you didn't know, is a psychedelic. And I think if you take too much for prolonged periods of time, like I was smoking all day, every day, out of like a aluminum can. That might have been part of why I was having brain problems. The aluminum, the tinfoil. Oh God. Yeah, that'll fuck your brain up. Oh God. But yeah, I mean, my brain's pretty okay for the most part, even though sometimes I do feel like my brain's fried. But not as fried as it was. Because I haven't done drugs in a long time. It's been about a year. So the last time I did a drug was DMT. And I don't think I'm doing drugs anymore. No shrooms, no anything. Because I did shrooms and I did... Shrooms, first of all, made me so emotional. It made me so sad. And every time I've been on shrooms, I started bawling my eyes out. And I literally just don't think it's a good experience for me. I think that I don't need to do drugs. I think that that's the moral of this story. It's like every drug I've ever done has done nothing positive for me. None of them. And it's just... I guess the moral of the story is drugs don't make you happy. You know, if you're not happy, doing drugs is not going to make you happy. It's not going to make you happy. You could think it is. I thought it was going to make me happy. I thought, oh yeah, that sounds fun. It'll make me happy. No, it didn't. Not for me. For other people it might, but for me, no. Absolutely fucking not. If anything, it just made my brain just slower. And it made my emotions come out, which are negative, so I was crying my eyes out. That's about it. That's the moral of the story. Is, drugs don't make you happy. Drugs don't make you happy. I think socializing, out of everything in this world, has made me the happiest. Socializing, learning how to speak to people. And I think that it's helped me become happy. But yeah, that's the moral of the story, you know? It's just like, I don't know, I did enough, you know, to know this. I did LSD, I did mushrooms, I did ecstasy. Ecstasy, first of all, didn't do anything for me. I fucking got scammed on that one. DMT, I saw a little bit. And, like, that one, I'm not gonna lie, the DMT trip was a little cool, but it was also just, like, I already knew the answer to what it told me. So, I guess I don't care. I feel like I found the answer to life on DMT, but I already knew it. Because I remember on mushrooms. Here's where we start getting into the God talk. Actually, they didn't make me happier, but they did give me some weird insight, I guess. But it's already stuff I already knew, practically. But I guess the experience was interesting. So I remember on shrooms, I felt like everyone was like God. And it was like different faces of God connected to each other via emotions and via thoughts. And the push and pull you feel, you know, the love and hate that you feel towards other people is like, I mean, it's all love, you know, and it's all different faces of God. God is all love. Hate is love, love is hate. Love is hate. Well, I think hate and love are very passionate, and I think that they're, you know, both sides of the same coin, but they're definitely different. But they also feel like, I don't know, very strange. But yeah, I just felt like there was like multiple masks, I guess, that God has, and the masks are other people, and we're all just the same. We're all emotions. We're all in different bodies, but we all still experience the same emotions because we're all one within. But I already knew that. And it's like shrooms didn't help me realize that because that's something I already knew. But I guess it kind of helped me in a way, but it was also really horrible. But I guess that's also why it helped. Because it was horrible. And it helped me to learn that I didn't need it. Because, you know, for me personally, I didn't need it, but I guess I kind of did to be where I am now. And I think having bad trips or whatever can actually be, you know, an assistant to get where you need to be in life. Because without like the bad in life, you wouldn't have the choices that you made to become better, you know? Does that make sense? I hope that makes sense. So, yeah. So, there's my spiel. I don't think drugs helped me. I don't think they, you know, but I think the negative experiences that I've had have shaped me into who I am now, sort of. So I guess there's that. You know, it's not bad. It's just regular. I don't know. So yeah, that's it. Everyone have a good day. I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.